Good evening and welcome to Del Webb Trivia Night number 4. Thank you for coming and letting me try to amuse you with oddball trivia and bad jokes that barely meet the DWT community standards. Something seems a little different tonight. I can't quite put my finger on it, but maybe we'll figure it out. The usual preliminaries: each team needs a team name and team leader, and so on. Choose the best answer, even if it's not the right answer. New rule in the tiebreaker. The first team for the captain to raise their hand goes first, gets one chance to give the correct answer in 15 seconds, and so on. Choose the best answer. Here, if I ask 1 plus 1, the best answer is B. May not be right, but it's better than the others. Round 1, the 2010s. Question 1. Occupy Wall Street began in New York City's financial district to demonstrate against what central issue? Deregulation of financial markets, excessive executive compensation, high-frequency stock trading practices, income inequality and corporate influences in politics, the 2008 financial crisis and its aftermath. Question 2. In Obergefell versus Hodges, what did the Supreme Court ruling on same-sex marriages accomplish? It allowed each state to decide whether to recognize SSMs. It legalized SSMs only in states that had laws permitting it. It required Congress to pass a federal law on SSM before states could act. It recognized SSMs nationwide. It stopped short of granting marriage rights, allowing only civil unions. Question 3. In 2016, the UK voted to leave the European Union in a decision called Brexit. What was the primary reason? To strengthen the UK's influence with the United Nations, to reduce UK immigration and to regain control of its borders, to regain UK's own national currency, to expand UK's influence among the EU nations, to increase the power of the UK Parliament over EU law. Question 4. Which celebrity shocked audiences at the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards with one of the decade's most outrageous fashion statements? Cher in a sheer bodysuit, Katy Perry in a candy-themed dress, Lady Gaga in a meat dress, Miley Cyrus in a feathered bodysuit, Nicki Minaj in a neon tutu. Question 5. What was the primary goal of the 2014 Ice Bucket Challenge? Giving social media influencers an excuse to scream on camera, helping people finally justify buying a waterproof phone, helping determine who can stay calm while getting splashed with freezing water, lowering the global temperature 1 bucket at a time, raising money and awareness for an illness that weakens muscles over time. Now the first of several bad jokes. Bruce and Jenny are only 10 years old, but they're convinced they're in love. Bruce goes to Jenny's father and says, "Mr. Smith, me and Jenny want to get married." Mr. Smith smiles. "Well, Bruce, you're only 10. Where will you live?" "Jenny's room," Bruce says instantly. "It's bigger than mine." Mr. Smith chuckles. "And how will you support her? You're too young to work." "Our allowance," Bruce says. "Jenny gets $5 a week, and I get 10. That's $60 a month. We'll be fine." Mr. Smith is impressed. "All right, one last question. What will you do if you have little ones of your own?" Bruce just shrugs his shoulders and says, "Well, we've been lucky so far." Mr. Smith no longer thinks the little shit is adorable. Answers. To occupy Wall Street, the correct answer was D, income inequality and corporate influence and politics. And as an aside, my own son was a Occupy Wall Street protester, and he was protesting a block away from where I was working, but he declined the opportunity for me, the bad business person, to take him to lunch. A2, in that court case, it recognized SSMs nationwide, requiring all states to recognize it. Question 3, the primary reason of Brexit was to reduce UK immigration and regain control of its borders. Number 4, which celebrity shocked audiences? Lady Gaga in a dress, hat, purse, and shoes made entirely from cuts of raw beef. She received complaints from PETA. Question 5, the Ice Bucket Challenge was raising money and awareness for ALS, an illness that weakens muscles over time. Round 2, television. Which male actor played the same role for the most number of different TV shows? This is different than last month's which male actor played the same role for the most number of years in a single TV series. So this is the most number of different TV shows. Richard Belzer, who played Detective John Munch, Andre Braugher, who played Detective Frank Pembleton, Kelsey Grammer, Dr. Fraser Crane, Tony Shalhoub, Adrian Monk, Sam Waterston, Jack McCoy. Question 7, Heather Locklear played a leading role in all the following TV shows except Beverly Hills 90210, Dynasty, Melrose Place, Spin City, T.J. Hooker. Question 8, Law & Order is the longest current scripted primetime TV series, excluding cartoon shows like The Simpsons. Which of the following is next longest? Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Criminal Minds plus Criminal Minds Evolution, Grey's Anatomy, NCIS. Enrico Colantoni is one of those actors who has co-starred in a number of TV series, but whose name you may not recognize. He co-starred in all of the following except Flashpoint, Just Shoot Me, Person of Interest, The Commish, Veronica Mars. And which of the following TV shows have the most number of celebrity guests? 30 Rock, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Love Boat, The Office. Joke number 2. An Uber passenger leans forward and gently taps the driver on the shoulder. The driver screams, jerks the wheel, hops a curb, and stops 2 inches before a storefront. The passenger gasps, "I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask where the shortcut is. I didn't think a tap would scare you." The driver exhales, "It's not your fault. Today's my first day driving for Uber. For the last 25 years, I drove a hearse." Answers. A is Richard Belzer, who played Detective John Munch on Homicide, Law & Order, The Wire, Arrested Development, The X-Files, 30 Rock, and others. Question 7. Heather Locklear played in all the following except Beverly Hills 90210. On 90210, the blonde lead was Jenny Garth. Question 8. Which of the following is next longest after Law & Order? It's NCIS, 23 seasons. Grey's Anatomy is close. The Simpsons has been on for 37 seasons. Enrico Colantoni was in all of the following except The Commish. I think he resembles Michael Chiklis of The Commish. Question 10, the most number of celebrity guests is by far The Love Boat, with over 550 celebrity guests. A few of them were Gene Kelly, Ginger Rogers, Gloria Swanson, Frankie Avalon, Janet Leigh, 33 Oscar-winning guest stars. I included from the list Saturday Night Live, The Simpsons, Sesame Street, and Law & Order. Round 3, music. All the following 60s groups were part of the Motown label except the Four Tops, the Impressions, Martha and the Vandellas, the Miracles, the Temptations. Number 12, all the following singers primarily played piano except Fats Domino, Carole King, Randy Newman, Neil Sedaka, Cat Stevens. 13, which rock or R&B group had the most different lead singers because of lineup changes? And I'm excluding bands like the Beatles, where all members rotated lead vocal duties. So the most number of different lead singers: Blood, Sweat and Tears, Creedence Clearwater, The Drifters, The Temptations, Three Dog Night. Sadly, all the following rock stars died before age 30. Which of the following died at the youngest age? Buddy Holly, Duane Allman, Eddie Cochran, Janis Joplin, Ritchie Valens. 15. Who was the closing act at Woodstock? Creedence Clearwater, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, Joni Mitchell, The Who. Joke number 3. Bob and Sue bump into a priest on the street. Didn't I marry you two last year, he asks. Yes, Father, Bob says. Any little ones yet? Sue sighs, not yet. The priest smiles. I'm on my way to Rome. I'll light a candle for you. Years later, Sue runs into him again. Well, the priest asks, did the candle work? Sue beams. Oh, yes. 2 sets of twins and 6 more after that. 10 kids. The priest is stunned. 10, incredible. But where's Bob? Sue leans in and whispers, he went to Rome to blow out your candle. Answers. All the following are part of Motown except Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions. Number 12, all the singers played piano except Cat Stevens, who is primarily a guitarist. Most different lead singers, the Drifters had 7. 2 of the more famous were Clyde McPhatter and Ben E. King. The Temptations had 5. 14, who died at the youngest age, Ritchie Valens, who died along with Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper at age 17. 15, the closing act at Woodstock was Jimi Hendrix. Round 4, movies. Movie Moneyball popularized the use of advanced statistics in outperforming traditional subjective judgments of insiders. All the following appeared in the movie except Brad Pitt, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Chris Pratt, Seth Rogen, Robin Wright. 17. The Golden Raspberry Award, a Razzie, is awarded to a worst cinematic failure. Each of the following has won a cinematic Razzie except Halle Berry, Sandra Bullock, Faye Dunaway, Liza Minnelli, Meryl Streep. Question 8. 12 Angry Men, the original 1957 version, starred Henry Fonda as a lone holdout juror who convinces the other jurors to vote not guilty. Each of the following was a juror except Ed Begley, Jack Klugman, Lee J. Cobb, Martin Balsam, William Holden. 19. In the movie Ted, Mark Wahlberg stars as an adult whose companion is his childhood teddy bear Ted. Ted does all the following outrageous things except draws a face on a woman's chest, gets into a violent fist fight, destroying a hotel room, simulates sex acts with women, smokes marijuana from a bong, streaks nude through a highly crowded public space. 20. The 2002 movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio is based on a semi-autographical book about a con man who performs numerous cons by impersonating different professions. The DiCaprio character impersonated all the following professions in the movie except airline pilot, doctor, lawyer, police detective, teacher. Joke number 4. Grandma and Grandpa spend the night at their son's house. Grandpa finds a bottle of V-pills in the medicine cabinet. Mind if I try one, he asks. His son hesitates. Dad, they're really strong, and they're $10 each. Grandpa waves him off. I'll leave money under the pillow. The next morning after they leave, the son checks the pillow and finds $110. He calls Grandpa. Dad, you misunderstood. The pills are $10, not $110. Grandpa says, I know. The extra 100 is from Grandma. Answers. Moneyball, Jonah Hill was the data guy, not Seth Rogen. 17. The Golden Raspberry was not awarded to Meryl Streep. Madonna has 5 wins. 12 Angry Men, William Holden was not a juror. 19. Ted did all the following except streaks nude through a highly crowded public space. 20. The Leonardo DiCaprio character impersonated all the following except police detective. According to the book, he impersonated a police officer, but this is not in the movie. and the veracity of the book is heavily disputed. Round 5, Hodgepodge. Since 2000, which presidential election was won by the smallest margin of victory in electoral votes, excluding 2000 Bush versus Gore? 2004, Bush versus Kerry. 2008, Obama versus McCain. 2012, Obama versus Romney. 2016, Trump versus Clinton. 2024, Biden versus Trump. 2024, Trump versus Harris. 22. Each of the following TV shows featured a character with real or imagined psychic powers used to uncover mysteries, except Ghost Whisperer, Medium, Mentalist, Monk, Psych. 23. Each of the following celebrities was booed after singing the national anthem at a sporting event, except Cyndi Lauper, Fergie, Jose Feliciano, Roseanne Barr, Taylor Swift. 24. What happened during Envelope Gate at the 2017 Oscars? The Best Actor winner was accidentally skipped because the envelope was left backstage. The Best Actress envelope was opened early, revealing the winner before the category was introduced. The Best Director award was mistakenly given to a nominee who wasn't even in attendance. The Best Supporting Actress envelope contained a duplicate card, confusing the presenters. The wrong Best Picture winner was announced after presenters were handed the wrong envelope. 25. Which of the following was an online disagreement described by the Washington Post as the drama that divided a planet after internet debates generated 10 million responses in a week? Audio clip where half the listeners heard the word Yanny and the other half heard Laurel. Food debate whether a hot dog qualifies as a sandwich. Is the online video game Fortnite harmless fun or dangerously addictive to kids? Is a particular dress blue and black or white and gold? Resurgence of the belief in a flat earth by conspiracy theorists. Top 10 senior pickup lines. Your heating pad or mine? Come here often? If so, could you tell me where I am? You're not dead yet either? We have so much in common. That pretty smile of yours would sure look good in the denture glass on my nightstand. Hey baby, want to test out my new hip replacement? Do you play bingo? Because I swear I've seen you before. Ever had a lap dance in a wheelchair before? Make like a compressor sock and give me a squeeze. Do you have an oxygen tent? Because you take my breath away. And number 10, want to come over and see my medicine cabinet? Answers. Bush versus Kerry was won by only 35 points, electoral votes rather. Monk was not a psychic, just a hyper-observant due to OCD. Taylor Swift was not booed after singing the national anthem at a sporting event. She was booed for just appearing on the Jumbotron, but she did not sing the national anthem. Envelope Gate E, wrong Best Picture winner was announced after presenters were handed the wrong envelope. 25 is a particular dress blue and black or white and gold. Single tiebreaker. What pop song begins with uno, dos, tres, cuatro? La Bamba, I saw her standing there. Oye como va, rock around the clock, Wooly Bully. In case we needed an extra, all the following was about a pathologist or forensic expert except Crossing Jordan, House MD, Quincy, Rizzoli and Isles, Rosewood. Answers, Wooly Bully by Sam Sham and the Pharaohs, and House. Next trivia event is September 24th, the fourth Thursday. Thanks for coming.